Am I the asshole for refusing to drop the charges against my adopted dad's ex-stepdaughter? Long story short, I was raised by a single mom in crushing poverty until I, now 44, was 13. My mom got remarried and I was eventually adopted by her husband. He and his family were like winning the step adoptive family lottery. Literally changed my life. As far as I knew, Dad's nephew and I were the only children in Dad's family. Years later, I found out more details. Dad was married and had a daughter, Ashley, now early 50s. When Ashley was 14, her mom filed for divorce and moved in with her affair partner. She told Dad she had been cheating their entire relationship, and he wasn't Ashley's biological father. Her AP had been married their entire relationship, and when his wife died, he wanted Ashley and her mom to move in. DNA testing was expensive and not common for paternity at that time, but Dad was excluded as Ashley's father by blood type. Ashley's mom had known since shortly after her birth that Dad wasn't her biological father because of their blood types. Ashley and her mom moved in with AP and his children in the home he had previously shared with his wife. They requested that Dad neither pay child support nor have visitation. Ashley was 15 or 16 by then, and she wrote Dad a letter asking him to leave her alone and let her build relationships with her biological family. He did as she requested, and they never reconnect as father and child after that. As far as I know, they never spoke again. Ashley's mom wanted a quick divorce and property settlement. Dad got the house and contents. Ashley's mom got cash. I barely knew Ashley existed until Dad died. Dad's will specifically mentioned her, denied her as his biological child. I'm pretty sure he was never removed from her birth certificate, and expressly stated that she was to get nothing from his estate. When she got notice that she was disinherited, she contacted me. Initially, she was very pleasant and asked if she could have some heirlooms that her mother had left behind in the divorce. I wasn't necessarily opposed and asked her to send me a list of items. She never provided a list and wanted to come look around and find stuff. I declined. Over the past 5 years, she has become increasingly more aggressive and volatile. Turns out AP wasn't her biological father either. His family had a bit of money and paid for DNA testing in the early 1990s after Ashley was an adult. His parents and grandparents wouldn't pay for her college or include her as a grandchild in their wills without proof she was biologically related. She wasn't included in AP's will because she wasn't his biological child. She's very angry. She feels cheated. She has no idea who her biological father is. Her mom swore to her deathbed that AP was her dad, and the DNA test was wrong. She leaves me alone for a while, and then she starts showing up at my house and job, ranting and carrying on about how I stole her life, her inheritance, her childhood home. She refers to me as the replacement. Eventually, I involved the police, and she's been charged with remaining after forbidden and/or disturbing the peace 10 times. She escalated to property damage, and I finally had grounds for a restraining order. She violated it multiple times and was charged with misdemeanor violation of a protective order a couple of times. The last time they charged her with a felony. Now she's worried that a felony could impact her job. She wants me to drop the charges. Am I the asshole for refusing to drop the charges against her?